Okay. Geri Adler, Geri. She doesn't know that she's supposed to go to the airport and wait until she can get to England, or if she gets arrested because she's trespassing in the airport because she didn't pay for her airfare, then she can go to jail for that. And she can keep trying to go from jail to the airport, jail to the airport, jail to the airport until they send her to prison. And they might just send her one way to England is also true. So she should be trying to go to England. She needs to say to the airport, I'm trying to go to England. Yeah. Okay, this tablet doesn't work. It's not been plugged in. So the battery is died. Oh, there we go. Something. Let's see how far it goes. Fire. It's an Amazon Kindle Fire. Okay, so it has a picture. 64% battery. Okay, but I have not had it charging for a long time. It has camera. Okay, so it has the camera here. Swipe down from top to exit full screen. Okay. I think it lost all the files. I had something saved on here because I've used it myself. A network connection is required. I'm trying to start it now, but I don't know if it'll work. Cox Wi-Fi connected. Signal strength poor. Forget or cancel. Or you can just touch some other part of the screen. You don't have to forget or cancel. Okay. Storage. It has a lot of storage. What am I looking for? Something that I stored already, but I don't see it coming up immediately. My account. This is settings. Okay, let's go out of settings. Photos. Get started. Well, Geri was in at the door, and she came in and out of the doorway a few times, and she did hold this up in the air, this thing, and she said, whose is this? And I said, Charles Toe gave it to me. But she didn't take it with her. I don't know why she's touching it. She's not Charles Toe. Is she a landlord? Okay, email or mobile number. I don't have, it says register the fire. I can't. Skip. It goes back to this. Your library is empty. Add photos to your library. What about videos? How do you do that? I made videos. Okay, let's see that. Yeah, it's empty, so there's no videos in here. That means it's been deleted. Well, I don't know why. Because I made the videos so long ago that I don't remember what they are. I don't remember. I made so many videos. I don't remember all the videos. Remember, they're more than my mental capacity. I have to make the videos for myself deceased, and I don't need this anymore because it doesn't have the storage of the videos on here. So if somebody, because I was missing for a long time and I didn't check this since I was missing, if somebody deleted what was on here, they didn't just take it, why not? I'm going to power this off. Yes, shut down. Okay. Okay. She didn't just take it with her. I don't know why. I didn't delete everything, but I deleted a lot because it was running out of memory and space to store things of the videos that I made. So I deleted a lot, but I didn't delete everything. But let's just say I forgot and I could have deleted everything. Okay, it's all deleted off that. And Geri did hold it up in her hand, and she didn't just take it with her. I don't know why, because she's not supposed to charge me her interest in that she wants something in here and I'm going to give her money for it. That's not true that I would. She didn't take it. I don't know. I didn't offer it to her. I didn't say that she could touch it. I didn't give it to her. And it's from Charles Toe to myself. I didn't get it out of a store and give it to Geri. I just didn't. And I'm not, this is not a store. This is an apartment. It is not a store. We don't sell things out of this apartment. And nothing out of this apartment is for sale or for rent. Well, she should have just taken it with her like the thief she is, because I don't have any interest in that. She would say, is this yours? You can have it. 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 That's her needing to be in jail and prison. And she's past that. She would be Geri Adler that way. She's Geri Junkie that way. She's a junkie. Junkie, Junkey, junkie or junkie, Junky. She also held up this scissors and said, do you want me to take this too? And that's her not understanding that she's threatening myself. Well, she's not supposed to threaten me with the scissors. So she said, do you want me to take this? I can afford to hear that until I can't afford. She didn't just take it because she touched it. I didn't hand it to her. She picked it up and I didn't hand it to her. Well, what's wrong with her? She doesn't know how to report herself to the police, that there's something wrong with her mentally. Oh, you don't mind putting me in the mental hospital when you think there's something wrong with me because I talked to you about myself. Oh, I talked to you about myself, go straight into the mental hospital. Even Geri would do that to me, but she doesn't know how to do that for herself. Does she want me to put her in a mental hospital? The police don't move me that way. I'm not allowed that way. I don't have that kind of time. The police don't even know why they're angry and they just take me. That's because I don't have time for you. If you don't know how to do things with yourself, for yourself, there's nothing I can do for you. Absolutely nothing. I can be in a hospital. That would be faster than for me to try to tell you that I'm going to put you in a hospital. That's not true that I would put you anywhere. I wouldn't put you from here to here. Nope, I'm not going to put you anywhere. Since Geri has been here, I noticed there's some rust on the scissors, and I need a new pair of scissors. But I need it that somebody found there was something wrong with the scissors and gave me a new pair of scissors, because if it was really my scissors, there'd be nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't need you to find it, that there's something wrong with it, it needs to be replaced. Geri found the scissors, now there's something wrong with it, and it needs to be replaced. And I'm not going to ask you, with my ask money, can I have another scissors? This, you need to be in jail and prison because you didn't know that you broke somebody's scissors and it wasn't yours and you broke it. And you exactly who broke it needs to be in jail. You have a whole world like that. You don't understand your whole world. What do you want me to do? You want to put me in a hospital? You think that'll help? So I have to look closely because I don't have my glasses on. I want to cut my hair because it's a little too long, but Charles Toe cut my hair the last time. I don't want to cut it anymore. I want to dye. I don't want somebody else to cut my hair. Charles Toe cut my hair when nobody else saw it was too long and just cut it. I was in a hospital for like some weeks, and everyone could see my hair was too long and nobody cut it. But they cut somebody else's hair in there. I'll tell you what her name is. Diane. She's Asian, and she said she has a house in California. They cut her hair. Yeah, they didn't cut my hair because it was too long. Well, I might tell you that how long I want you to cut it. Like, I would say something like, well, I needed to still hold the braids in my hair because I didn't have any rubber bands to tie up my hair. Right now I'm using this, and you don't want to know where this came from. You don't want to know. So I asked Charles Toe to cut my hair. He said yes, but he cut it too short, and he never cut it again so far, unless he comes back here, but I haven't seen him. So I want to cut my own hair, but these scissors are rusty. They're rusty around this area here. I suppose this is okay, like here and here where it would touch the hair is clean. But why do I have to use a scissors that's got rust on it at all? Well, I don't know. This means it's for cutting hair, right? If it's got one of these on it. I've been using it to cut open packaging for food consumption of packaging that doesn't open by hand, and I need something like a scissors to assist me to open the packaging. The Knorr soups, I need a scissors for the Knorr soups to open them, and they smell better than the Lipton soups that I can open by hand. I don't need a scissors. I don't need assistance to get the packaging open for Lipton, but it has an odor. I don't like the odor. Yeah. Well, I can cut a small amount of my hair right here, but it won't be even with all the other hair. This is dry. I would do it when it's wet, but I've been in the middle of. So that's the haircut. Now the scissors has been stolen by me, but I don't want it that way. No, I want a new scissors that doesn't have rust on it. And I also want a whole new apartment with everything in it, or a house. I would take a new house. I know, be careful because I'm waving around scissors. I know I'm a kindergartner. It's illegal to do that. I need everything new. I need, do you cut your own hair? I wouldn't cut my own hair. This is how I plan to cut my own hair. I have to put it over like this. I can't because it's not wet right now enough. It has some moisture in the hair, but it's not completely wet. Where I can comb it this way and then cut it this way. That's how I want to cut it. So I can do it myself because I can't leave the apartment. I don't mind a hairdresser, but I have a hairdresser named Alan Strauss from 1990s. And when I would go in there, he would ask me, any boyfriends? Yeah, and now I have a hot 1,000 list of boyfriends I don't want. Yeah, I don't want Alan to cut my hair anymore. I want to cut it myself. I know he hasn't done that for years because I'm not in Wisconsin. Alan's in Wisconsin. I'm not in Wisconsin. So I have to cut my hair this way, like this. Yeah, but don't forget, there's Ada, who is mentally challenged. I don't know, mentally retarded is what I would say. Developmentally disabled might be what Charles Toe would say about her. She caught me with the scissors trying to cut my own hair in Dawn Garden group home. And she reported myself to the owner of the group home. Her name is Ollie. And Ollie found me with the scissors and asked me for the scissors. And she took them away from me, and she didn't take me anywhere to get a haircut. And she has a car and a car key. I know she wasn't going to pay for the haircut. Wow, it really does not just come down to who's not going to pay for the haircut. It's true I didn't have money to pay for a haircut, but I needed my haircut. Well, what is wrong with you people? Ada said I'm not allowed to have a scissors. And I wasn't hiding it. She found me with the scissors. I wasn't hiding it. But I didn't. Ada can't drive me to get a haircut. Ada doesn't drive. She is mentally retarded and she can't drive a car. But she could report the scissors, and Ali received the report by taking the scissors away from me, and she didn't take me to get my hair cut at a hairdresser because Ali drives. What's wrong with her? How are you going to run a group home? Well, I don't live there anymore. Well, it's not by me. She thanks somebody named Kelly DeGroat for driving me away from that group home, and I was wondering if they cared at all about the house. Yeah, I'm there for the house, and you're in the house doing bizarre. Why are you in the house when you're like that? The house that's not really what a house is like. A house is that if you need something, the house will give it to you. You can't be in the house and occupying that I can't cut my own hair because you're not going to take me to get a haircut either. Well, I don't want to cut my hair in a way I don't like it, so I was willing to accept a little assistance because I didn't want to give myself a haircut I didn't like. But also nobody in there can cut hair. I have long hair. You don't have to style my hair. All you have to do is trim it. And I was thin at the time. I know I'm fat now. I was 5 feet 6 inches tall and 120 pounds, and they didn't want to do anything for that. It was lovely, sort of lovely. Now I'm ugly and I'm mean, and everybody's still on the sensitivity that I didn't have Social Security appointed money for this house. They didn't appoint it. I can't help you. Why did they even keep me there? Were you holding me hostage so Social Security would give you money? Why don't you just go in there and ask for it? You want me to ask for it for myself? Do you have some mental problems that you don't know that I was in a group home from being discharged by Ross and Neal Mental Hospital? That means I don't know where the money came from. That's what Ross and Neal is trying to tell you. It doesn't know. It can't pay you any rent. It doesn't know because it's been hospitalized for being diagnosed as mentally ill. That means I don't know where you got the money from. Are you trying to tell me that I need to go into a hospital because I'm doing an embezzlement and I'm hiding myself in a hospital that I don't know that I stole money and I gave it to you? I don't know how to tell you no. I didn't steal the money. You asked for it. You can't just ask somebody a question and frame them for doing an embezzlement or a fraud. You're not allowed to ask somebody a question. You're not allowed to receive money from somebody else. You're just not allowed to do that. You can be in a bank and you can leave the money in the bank and you have to leave the bank that way. You can't handle the money outside of the bank and tell me that I asked you for something because you asked me for, or else I'm not going to have anything I need. You're totally wrong to me. You are so far in the wrong to me, and you don't think there's something wrong with yourself. You never objected to yourself in front of me. Where are you going to be? Where are you going after this? When you see God when you die, where are you going after that? Because I have to stay with God when I die. I stay with him. God goes out of form, and I stay in eternity. I stay with the God that made you. Where are you going to go? Do you have a plan for your ask problem? Don't you think you ask for too much? If you were in a supermarket and you were standing next to the candy bars at the checkout counter, well, that's where they used to be when I used to check out at the supermarket, would you hand a Snickers bar to the checker and say, I don't want to pay for it because it's a Snickers bar? And they would say they're going to scan it and tell you what your total is, and they won't let you have it because you can't ask for a Snickers bar. How could you ask me for rent money? You're out of your mind. You're so far in the debt, I can't help you. You're out of your mind. Okay, I have a snarl in my hair right here, and it shouldn't be there at all. My head is too big for my height, but that's because I'm shouted and I didn't die when I was younger. I shouted 15 years ago, and I haven't died between the time I started shouted myself about 2010, October of year 2010, and here we're in August of year 2025. And I've shouted because I need myself deceased, but you seem to think I'm shouted. It doesn't have any authority to be shouted in front of you. Yeah, but all of you, yeah. Well, let's say you thought you were the Godhead. There's not just one other of you who thinks you're the Godhead. I am the Godhead, and I'm shouted. But it's not just one of you who says, no, you're not the Godhead. I am. No, it's everybody who's not myself says, you're not allowed to shout here. You have to get out. Well, I don't have that deceased ever, because there's something wrong with that. You ruined yourself somewhere in my past, having fun on my time with my money and my keys, and you have descended into the lowest life forms that have ever been formed by myself, the superior founder. You're alive because I'm holding alive here, but I find you illegally alive is what's wrong with you. You don't know how to move yourself out of a low illegal existence into a higher existence so that you can exist at all. Yep. I'm shouted is not supposed to be threatening you physically. I heard Geri say, Geri, say that she thinks that I'm going to hit her with my hand when I pointed at her when I shouted. Hit her. I'm not going to hit anyone. I'm not going to jail for you. Geri has since asked me, since she reported to the police dispatcher that she thought that somebody was going to hit her, maybe myself. I was the one who was standing nearest her at the time. Although there are other people around inside the fence, it's true. Since she reported to the dispatcher that she thought somebody was going to hit her, she still asked me for rent money by this. She said, your family paid the rent for August. And she was standing right outside the doorway here. I wasn't in her office. Well, I don't go into her office. She's not supposed to say, step into my office, and I say no. Well, I need it finished. I need to know what she's going to say to me. Yeah, and she was willing to say that to me right out here in the corridor sidewalk area. But I'm not in her office. She doesn't have any boundaries. Well, I didn't give her the money. Is that her just saying somebody gave me money and I'm going to tell you to get out and I'm going to touch everything that's yours and I'm going to knock on your door at all hours of the day and whenever I want to at night? Yep. You're utterly disgraced. You don't have any boundaries. Did somebody give you money? That's you having charged somebody money. Are you sure you can sort it out by coming around this front door? She thinks it's for this apartment number 1. Who else is giving you money or not giving you money for apartment number 1? Apartment number 2, apartment number 3, apartment number 4? Everybody pays their own rent? I don't know that. I didn't give you the money myself. What family? You mean somebody from my family is living here in Fremont Gardens? Well, they're not living in this apartment. They're not my family to her that way. They're not really family to landlords. Family would be something like you have to say in context. Stated in context, somebody has a family. Like I have parent figures, I have a brother figure, I have another brother figure, I have a sister figure. And then I have some other problems like Magali Sibaha is a sister figure in Costa Rica, and she doesn't speak English. Yeah, so I have a complicated family problem. I'm willing to hear it stated in context, but she said that somebody from my family paid her rent, paid her rent money. But I don't know that. No. How could I possibly know that? I should take her word for it? I told her get out and I never want to see her again. You have no such contract with myself. It might be between you and the front door and that whatever you're going to do inside of here, but what does that have to do with me? You want me that I'm not here anymore? Why don't you call the police and get it done? You already made that call. How many times are you going to call them? Why don't you tell them that they shouldn't take me out of here just yet because you haven't called them all the times you're going to call them for all the times that I'm not allowed to be here? Says Geri. How many times are you going to say that? I didn't say she goes into a mental hospital. No, you belong in jail. And then you have to be transported from jail to a prison in prejudice with you having been in jail. You have to wait there. You have to be in jail and wait there. Is she waiting in jail right now? Because she needs to be waiting in jail right now. The police don't want to hold her. So she could be waiting in jail right now for what she needs for herself. She approximately is talking about what somebody else needs for themselves. That's you needing yourself in jail so you have something that you need for yourself and you don't complain that somebody didn't give you something that you needed for yourself. Yourself is in jail in the threatening. I'm never going to be yourself. I have my own genitals. She's completely against that. I have genitals on myself. Okay. It came out this color. Okay, you know how when you have a pump with lotion or something in it, it has something dry at the top here. I found it here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and show it. That's it. It came right out of this pump. That needs to be thrown away, and I need a new one every time I see that. And I need to move people into jails and prisons that way because they're doing something wrong to this stock. It shouldn't form anything dry at the tip and block that more product would come out for me. That's wrong to me. So this is the orange. Let me try and show. Okay, that came out of the bottle. It's shampoo. But I mixed it with conditioner already, but it looks like the shampoo is on the bottom and then the conditioner is on the top, and it didn't mix from top to bottom. It looks like it's layered, like the conditioner is up here and the shampoo is down here. So this is shampoo. It's to be washed out of the hair, but I'm keeping it in the hair because there's something wrong with my hair. I can't wash out the shampoo right now because the hair doesn't hold the shunning that it is to do that. It's illegal. Shunning is illegal, but that's what's wrong with soaps products. They shun things that are not yourself, and they give you some kind of comfort, I guess, or health, body, like health of the hair, maybe. I like the fragrance the most. It's like a finishing touch on the soap. That's how I know that it's working, I guess. Oh, is this my hair? Yes, my hair. Yes, there's something wrong with my hair. My hair comes out is not due. This just came out when I combed the hair. This came out. This comb is from Ross and Neil. They gave it to me. And then they gave everybody combs there, so they don't take mine, I guess. But it was offered to me. The first one was offered to me. And then somebody else stripped my bed in the middle of the day and took the comb. I didn't put new sheets on and didn't give me a new comb. And that comb was offered to myself. I know who gave it to me. And then I asked for another one because I had already been combing my hair. So I might have asked for this one after a while. Yeah. It sounds like you don't have your mental hospitalization problems solved in there. Yeah. Well, somebody found it. It was under my pillow. I kept the comb that was offered to myself as without me having to ask for it. Somebody saw me trying to comb my own hair with my hands, and she said, "Oh, here, have this comb," and I didn't have to ask for it. And that comb was the one that went missing from underneath my pillow. This one I asked for, and I still have it. What's wrong with that? Are you having trouble getting off my parents' money?